Let's talk a little bit about tonight, shall we, Paisan? We just broke down a lot of different things here. The Cowboys favored by 6 on ESPN Bet, 5.5 everywhere else. Vibes seemingly very high out of the New York Giants camp. And then for the Dallas Cowboys, seemingly like we stink, we're soft. That's like the vibes out of Dallas. 6-point favorites on the road. Seems interesting to me. How do you feel about the line? And what are you looking forward to this evening?
Well, I heard you guys talking about the problem the Cowboys had. Look, here's the Cowboys' problem. It was last year. They just masked it better. They were up 124 points in the first half, so nobody could really run the ball on them in the second half. In the 5 losses, every team that they lost to ran the ball for over 120 yards. The only game that the Lions ran the ball for 130 against them but lost because of we know those calls. So this Cowboy run defense hasn't been good going back to last year. They've just been able to mask it. They're a nickel defense that has to rush the passer. They have to play from in front. This year, they haven't been able to do that. They've gotten behind. And so for the Cowboys tonight, they've got to start fast against a secondary that's not very good of the Giants. They got to protect the quarterback, and they got to throw it, and they got to make Danny Dimes play quarterback. They got to make him play from behind him. I think that's the key. And for the Giants, look, the Giants pass rush won the game last week. But here's the reality of that game. In the fourth quarter, the Giants offense only got 2 first downs against Cleveland. They didn't score any points. The Giants all year long have only scored 9 points in the second half. 9 points in the second half total. So they're going to have to find some offense in the second half to get going. For me, I think ultimately it comes down to if the Cowboys play from in front, the Giants will have a hard time tonight.
Okay, Lumba, it sounds like you're leaning one particular way. Let me bring some more stats for you to chit-chat about that Giants offense and quarterback, more specifically Daniel Jones. He's 1-13 in his starts for the Giants in night games. The last 4 have been 18-plus point losses. So, not even kind of close. Do we feel like it's a new Danny Dimes, though, with Dabo back on the call, Malik Neighbors doing his thing, Singletary doing his thing, the potential operation against the Cowboys defense can't stop the run? Is this a night where Danny Dimes can really thrive, you think? And is that going to – are we reversing all of this in 1 week, one big win for Danny Dimes?
Well, you mentioned Zimmer. I think for Danny Dimes, he's got to play Canadian football tonight. So what does that mean? That means he's got to get first downs and 2 downs. Because if he gets involved in Zimmer's third down defense, even as bad as Dallas has played this year defensively, they're really good on third down. They just haven't forced teams to get to third down. And that's where Danny Dimes struggles. When he has to play fast on third down, make really quick decisions, all of a sudden the pressure breaks down. So they've got to run the football. They got to control the clock, win the time of possession, and make Dallas play from behind. And Dallas wants to rush. They want to get Parsons on Illuminor over at right tackle. They want to create matchups for their defense. And Danny Dimes has got to be able to – if he throws the ball more than 25 times, they won't win the game. And if he's in 14 or more third downs, they won't win the game. They've got to play Canadian football, get first downs and 2 downs, and keep that game going and stay out of Zimmer, because Zimmer can create a lot of problems for them on third down.
Yeah, and maybe that'll start happening for that Dallas Cowboys defense with Zimmer at the helm. I think Cowboys fans are wishing for that. It would be cool if we could just take a 20-yard Canadian football.
Oh, yeah.
Sprint. Right. Imagine Tyreek Hill getting a chance to go all the way back and then time up the thing going forth. It would be
Malik Neighbors tonight.
Oh, my God.
Sick.
That'd be CeeDee Lamb. We should maybe. Hey, Raj.
Something to think about.
Hey, let's get the 30-yard running starts.
Why not?
on the offense. We once called Canadian football state fair football because we think it's cool. We enjoy it. We enjoy state fairs. Boy, they took massive offense to that. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of.
Oh, yeah.
They were really coming after me.
Never been to a state fair, that's why.
Yeah, they don't understand how awesome state fairs are. Okay, let's go to the Dallas Cowboys defense now. I see we got some film here against the Baltimore Ravens.
So the reason we have this is the third snap of the game. Okay, the start of the game. Notice the quarter. It's first quarter, 10:51, 2nd and 7. And what did we hear Micah Parsons talk about after this game? What were the 2 things he talked about on the defense? Jesus Christ.
Please
Did we
go
watch
on.
any clips? Did he? Please go on. Stop it. He talked about hero ball, right?
Oh, yes, making
just
every
111. Do your
yes.
job. You don't have to make these Superman. We don't need the hero mans. We don't need to be hero mans.
That's what he said?
I think so. Supermans or hero mans.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I've
and
heard
then he questioned
Who is hero man?
And he questioned effort.
Dallas.
Effort. Just run this a couple times
and
let it go. And this ball breaks out the left side. This is the third play of the game. Now you go run it back.
Good stick.
Just watch the interior of this. Kendrick's 50, 11. Some of these dudes, like the guys that are at the point of attack, they're running, trying to get this guy on the ground, overshown.
Oh, not good effort.
That's the third play of the game.
That's bad.
Oh my, you're talking about down yonder.
And remember, it doesn't matter. It's either in your character and your DNA that you run the ball regardless, or don't. So
Third
anyway,
play, you were not happy
now they've
about
been
that.
challenged. I guarantee you, Coach Zim is
Zimmer's
a great.
lost his mind 'cause
Zim
of that.
is a great coach, and he's got one of those exotic third down packages if they can get to it.
Amoebas?
You remember him at Minnesota? I mean, a great third. I mean, remember at Cincy when he went to Cincy?
Oh, yeah.
And he had that double A gaps. He's got stuff.
Yeah, you guys used to run that double barrel, AJ.
But I guarantee you, Coach Zim has challenged these guys. He's challenged. You remember, right, AJ?
Yeah, Chuck.
So let's set this
I can't imagine
up, Pat.
Zim lets that happen. Chuck, don't you think they figure that out? The Dallas defense, at least the effort has to be much better tonight. Don't you think Zim won't let that
pride and
happen?
respect. I mean, you're on T. Only.
What are you made of?
It's exactly right.
Yeah.
I mean,
But the name on the
all you got is a name on the back of your jersey and the decal on the side of your fucking helmet.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Frickin' right.
And the
So
amount
what,
of money
now what?
and the amount of money that you make ain't gonna buy you no respect.
Nope.
Boom.
So what now? What?
Not.
So what? Now what?
Coach
Did you hear-
Dan.
You get in the water, you're 10 miles offshore.
Keep swimming, baby.
What do?
Keep swimming.
That's Robbie Conrad.
Damn right. Good story. Guy fell off a boat, right?
Fishing by himself, boat's on autopilot, wave hits the side of the boat, maybe like a storm like Helene. He goes out the boat, the boat
shouldn't have
keeps
been out
going. He's 10 miles offshore. And he's sitting in the water, right? So what, now what? What are you going to do?
Keep
Fucking
swimming.
fold your tent?
No.
Hypothermia. 16 hours later, he starts swimming. 16 hours later, he lands on the
drowned.
beach and makes it home.
No.
No, he made it. Drowned 2 miles from shore.
He made
No, he made it.
That's
No, he made it.
Made it.
It's unbelievable.
16 hours swimming. And what's the? He just keeps swimming. right?
Sharks, jellyfish.
What if you can't
Right.
see where the shore is?
That's
Then you're
think
fucked.
about it. You ain't got no lights. You can't. You're trying to just dip your head out like a damn porpoise to see where the fucking land is.
Who is this guy again? Who is it?
Robbie Conrad. He played football at Syracuse. Played for the Miami Dolphins. Great player at Syracuse. He was with McNabb, Kevin Johnson. Shit, they beat us 66-13.
How do you think the first 5 minutes go then? Do you think the Cowboys are going to be able to cover and get a lead and just kind of run with this thing? Or you think the Giants are going to be able to run ball and kind of keep this thing close and either cover 5 or even win potentially with how the Giants are feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm nervous about the Giants just because of that back end and missing those couple secondary guys. But they started the game. Think about how they started the game against Cleveland last week. They fumble the opening kickoff. They throw a touchdown pass over the top to Amari Cooper, and they're down 7-0 before they can even, get a
Breathe.
squirt of water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they overcame that with a 21-14. I'm going with the Giants tonight.
Oh.
I'm taking the points. I'm taking the Giants. I just think line of scrimmage. I've been talking about that since I got in there this morning. Right, their offense and defensive lines. I think too many young guys on that offensive line. For the Cowboys, they got a rookie center. This rookie center, BB. Can you imagine having Dexter Lawrence lining up on your nose, down after down after down after down?
Because he's just going to go on.
And then Burns and Thibodeau. The matchup with Thibodeau on Guyton. Guyton ain't played a lot of ball. And if they don't help him, if they don't help those two edges, Katie bar the door.
You like the Giants tonight to win outright?
I do.
Wow. Bruce!
Oh.
Bruce!
Fucking go, Coach.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, Bruce. AJ, did you get swayed at all there? I did not know which way he was going, especially with the end take there being a little bit worried about the back end of that Giants defense. And then with the tail of the tape, there's a lot of lower ranked numbers on the Cowboys side versus the Giants side in this whole thing. But he likes the Giants +5 at this stage of the show.